Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike, and I'm glad that you're here with me because I got a mail call. You probably won't see a lot of mail calls on my show. I don't do a lot of eBay buying, but every now and then I step out of my threshold and I gotta do some eBay buying. I will tell you that me buying eBay stuff is kind of like it should be a nod to the person who made this comic, because I usually just do wild pickups and stuff like that. I believe that, I should be able to find it on some level, whether I have to spend a little more money or something like that in a shop. But I do shop online. It's not that I don't. But this was just a story that I wanted to read so bad. I couldn't wait to try and find it in the wild. And I've gotten lucky. I found issues 3 and 4 out of a 5-issue series. And I just didn't want to wait anymore. So I bought issues 1 and 2. Now, I remember buying from 2 different people. And I've done this before where I didn't realize I was buying from the same person. So it could be both issues in here, because I got a delivery message saying I got both of them delivered. I opened my door and nothing was outside. They actually was able to fit this in my mailbox, and I have one of those little bitty apartment mailboxes, so I was kind of surprised. But it did put the do not fold and do not bin. I've cut my address off, but this is from Zach Thomason from League City, Texas. So we'll see how he sent it. I've cut my address and his address off, so so y'all can't be all stocky. You can try. You can go find them in League City. But I will tell you, League City is a big city just like Houston, so good luck. I'm slicing and dicing. I probably don't need to. I got it because he's got it taped, plus it's sealed, which, X-Acto's cutting right through it. This is something I just did a live stream with Slim Comics and things with Mr. Sean. I believe we did a really good job. I just got done rewatching it myself because just because I was there, there's a lot of stuff I don't remember, and I want to make sure I'm not just crazy. But I will say it was a great rewatch, and I'm not one of those people that I have to watch myself. So if y'all have not checked that out, go check it out. If you got an hour to waste, learn more about me. Like sucker seals. I can feel he's got like cardboard. So I am applying some pressure in hopes. Because I could have already cut this open. We've seen a million unboxings, and I think the reason I show this part of the unboxing is kind of to show off how people ship, whether it's incorrect or because there's no one set way of shipping anything, but there's some better ways. Yeah, so it looks like I bought from the same guy. I think I'm dumb. I don't know, but maybe he refunded me the double shipping. I don't know. So it looks like it's just like 2 pieces of card, and honestly, most times that's all you need, especially if it's like 1 or 2 issues, as long as they're, bagged and boarded inside. I don't usually keep the bag and boards that they're shipped in. I'm kind of picky about that. I like the nice, shiny, and I also like to keep track of the date. We're only supposed to keep these about 10 years, 11 years in these new bag boards. But I already know what this is because this is a mail call. I mentioned on my live stream that I was waiting for it. I actually had a note on my door that said, "Please do not knock. I'm doing a live stream." But this is plastic number 1, and it is in a nasty bag and board. So I'm just going to quickly take it out of the bag and board. And it was just another piece of cardboard, and I reuse these pieces of cardboard. So yeah. Nothing goes to waste. I'm all about the recyclability, but I definitely throw these things away. Anything with that cardboard. If you ever get a backboard that has a white and it has please throw this away. Not only is it a magnet for cockroaches, but I don't know who makes those. They need to stop. So we got, they look pretty good. This one, the white, white's hard to keep anyways. I don't care. This is for my PC. I just wanted to read this. Wagner and Hilliard, man, y'all are G's on vinyl number 1. I'm looking forward to vinyl number 2. If you have not read the book, please read vinyl number 1. It was one of the better indies that I have read recently. On a first issue basis, it was just amazing. I want to say there's only been 3 or 4 that have done that recently for me, which was Carmen, Barbaric, and Vinyl. Something is Killing the Children, I would say, is a little behind, but these were honestly in a little better league. Fight Girls was really good recently. A really great first read. So this is a variant cover. This is plastic number 1. I don't know what variant it is. I don't care. I wanted the number 1. Honestly, I think I spent $2 on this, and that's as far as Mike was willing to dip into the eBay world. So for $2, and I think it was like altogether it was like $2 shipping or something like that, because he was talking about doing media mail. I will say I got it really quick. I just ordered it last week. So I did get it really quick, but I didn't know I was ordering it from Texas either. So I usually don't look up stuff like that. You know, as long as it's in America, that's kind of what I look up. This one is a really clean copy. I don't see anything wrong with it. The first one has some like coloration to, you know, the first issue. And I'll go back. This is the prequel to Vinyl. I haven't mentioned that, but yes, this is the prequel from Image Comics. And I did not know about that when Vinyl came out. So I have been on this wild hunt trying to pick up the beginning pieces to Vinyl, because Vinyl was that good, and supposedly that's what this is this is the killer in Vinyl, the Vinyl serial killer in Vinyl, and this is like his prequel story. So I picked up 1 and 2 because I had already found 3 and 4. I think this might be like the regular cover, and I think that one's like a variant. Again, I didn't really care. I think both of them were like $2, and honestly, as soon as I hopped on this train, if you go on eBay right now and notice, they have already gone up in value, because I think the word is getting out that it is the prequel comic to Vinyl. Vinyl is starting to gain steam. So if you're not on the plastic, or if you see a lot of plastic in the dollar bins, pick them up, because as soon as I got back on, this was already a $10 comic, and it was a $2 comic, and I think this one jumped up to like 8 or 9, something like that, and it was in a matter of a couple days. Real quickly, while I have you here, instead of just doing a mail call, because I could do that, you know, we're 7 minutes in, and yeah, but when do I do 7 minutes? Come on now! So I got a quick little review on some old books that, you know, we have passed up. Maybe you did not pick them up, but I'm just going to give you 2. And this is FolkLords number 1 from Boom Studios. I picked this up in one of my pickups, and I was not even aware that this was a unlocked retailer variant, which I never get these. I knew it was a virgin cover, you know, there's no wording, but I think I picked it up for like $1 or something like that, you know. I don't remember exactly, and I want to say this was one of my pickups. So this is done by Matt Kent, and he's doing, if y'all know, he's doing, I think, Berserker with Keanu Reeves, and Matt Smith, I think, is doing the art in this book. It's basically, yeah, Matt Kent and Matt Smith, I was making sure. But it's basically, and I'll show you some random art, but it's basically we're following this guy who is on the main cover, and if you notice, it's in a medieval world, but he's wearing regular clothes. He is from this medieval world, and where there's trolls and dragons and all that goodness, you know, knights and elves, and somehow this kid is having dreams about our world, cities, and our clothes and comics, and they don't go into specific details, because to him he's having dreams, and the flying, you know, vehicles and the cities that look like monstrous concrete mountains to him, and they don't make any sense to him, because he's really from this world, and somehow he's having these dreams of this other world. In this world, they set up this thing where every year, I guess the young people that are in this world, whether they're elves, dwarves, trolls, or whatnot, they do quests like once a year, and it's not stated it is 365 years, you know, their years could be like 10 of our years, I don't know. But it's set up where each year that they pick new quests, and it could be anything dumb from like finding a sour pickle, you know, and eating it, from, you know, going up on a mountain and defeating a dragon that no one has been able to defeat, you know, and it's just numerous quests that they get to pick. And the main character of this book, he ends up picking his quest to go after the supposed FolkLords. They don't go into detail what the FolkLords are, but you kind of get a sense that it's probably like the writer or the illustrator of the book, like breaking the fourth wall thing, because the kid is having dreams of our world type thing. That's why he goes into great detail about wearing clothes from our world, stuff like this. This is an interaction with his friends talking about, you know, his quest and stuff like that. And one of his friends ends up taking his idea in a panic mode. It's not a betrayal mode. He's down here. And this is his response to, you know, from the committee of the people that are giving the quest, like, nah, you can't do it. And the committee is called these librarians of the truth or something like that. But, it's basically setting up where you know, all the quests are because that kid states that he's going to go on this quest to find these FolkLords, and FolkLords are supposed to be like illegal to even talk about or mention. So in the background, these two kids, they team up, and that they're kind of going to go on this journey to go find these FolkLords. And that's basically the sum up of the first issue. We do see like one character that is featured on the cover, and it's this knight here. We do meet like this girl, and that's one of his friends, and this elf-looking guy, that's the guy who is going on the quest with him. But so far, that's all it was. And for a first read, and especially if it was like $1 or one of my pickups, something like that, it was a really good read that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. Now it is like a 2019 book. So maybe I'm just, you know, I mean, the videos would have been like 2 years old, something like that, you know. But hey, if you happen to see it, FolkLords, #1 from Boom Studios. Alright, and one that I do see in my LCS that I've never heard anybody talk about. So I went ahead and picked it up. I'm trying to, you know, get people on new stuff. Every book deserves a chance, you know, a read, a look. So we got Hollow Heart #1 for Vault Comics. And first off, I mean, I love Vault. Who doesn't? Vault, the AWA, Vault, Boom, they're all putting out amazing stuff right now. It is a different age. It is slowly becoming the age of indie comics. So this book, done by Paul Allure, I hope I'm saying that right, and Paul Tucker, it looks like that is doing the inks and art. I want to say it's a horror-ish themed book. I wouldn't say it's horror, but if y'all have ever played, and I'm drawing a blank, but Big Daddy is the reference. Most people know who Big Daddy is, but he actually comes from a game called BioShock. If you've ever played BioShock, it kind of reminds me of this story right here. Because in this book was really good, and it touches you on different levels of reading, because not only does it do a really good job, and congrats to Paul, Lauren, Tucker, and anybody that has passed up this book, because this book was really good. It really delves deep into a couple different things, like sexuality is one, because there is a gay character in the book. It's a small passing, you know, part of the story, but we do kind of run into, and we first meet, and I'm not going to do any names or anything, but we meet that, let's just call him Hollow Heart, and this guy right here, and he's in a suit, and he's trying to escape. He runs into this guard. It looks like the guard's being bested, but sure enough, the guard's doing his job. He stops the guy, you know, takes him back to his cell, and then during the process he got damaged. You know, his suit got damaged. Now we go into this scene, and you know, we have this mechanic that's coming in, and I think his name is Mateo. Mayo. Yeah, mayonnaise. So Mateo is working on this guy, and he does open him up, and we do see that he's got like kind of humanish parts. You know, I mean, he has a humanoid looking face, but he is in this big robotic type suit. But opening his chest plate, you know, we do see some ribs, and it looks like lungs and stuff like that. And then Mateo is mentioning, hey, this won't hurt too bad, you know. So there is some feelings and stuff like that are in this guy, and a lot of that is just the art that's going into this. You know, it's expressed that this guy, whoever it is trapped in this body, and it's new to him. Like maybe they're experimenting on him or something like that. He does feel pain. We do know that he's trying to escape, and as the book goes more into it, we learn that it's deeper than just an escape, because they kind of have like this Jurassic Park type method set up in this book where this hollow heart guy, and no matter how hard he tries, and I mean, if they were really mean, they would really let him escape. But the second he does, he has this thing built into the suit where he just can't survive out of this facility. I think they call it the Hollow Heart Program or something like that, where like, you know, once he crosses the ground, something in his suit shuts down and he dies, and it's part of their fail-safe security program. So going back to the escape, he wasn't really escaping, and he knew this would happen. It's more on a suicide attempt, you know. He doesn't want to be this person stuck inside this body and stuff. So we do go more into the backstory with Mateo and stuff, and some of his real life out of this facility, wherever it is. And he's just having this encounter with this other guy, and how he's kind of distanced from other humans and stuff. And you kind of get this in this whole relationship meetup that this guy Mateo has, picking up this guy at a bar and bringing him back to his apartment. And you just, I mean, there's no real like emotion or anything. He does get like a moment where like he has an epiphany during that like romantic incursion with this other guy, and there's nothing shown. There's no nudity in this book as of yet. I want to say that I mean, it really gets you to think on these levels, because, you know, this guy's going through and he's like not being able to connect with another person that's there physically with him. But then on the other end, we got this whole story about this guy in this robotic suit and how he's dealing with him being in the suit type thing. So it's really like at the end of it, it's kind of like it seems like Mateo and this Hollow Heart guy are kind of gonna like, you know, like tag team up and not only try and get him to escape, but maybe succeed and live past the facility type thing, where Mateo might betray the companies that he's working for type thing. That's basically it in a nutshell. I mean, number one was a great issue, and I mean, if you just listen to my review, there is some heavy hitting stuff in this book. I'm surprised I've heard no one talk about it, and I'm really interested in picking up a book two. So real quick, a quick mail call and 2 reviews on some comics that I'm late on, but I got my regular reviews coming. I got some other stuff coming. I always got stuff coming, guys. But like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Everybody be good out there. Evil Mark out!